You can always cut it too, it doesn't matter.
Or do we need to turn more this way?
No,
so-
you're fine.
Okay,
Right. So, Brianna,
Hi.
how you doing?
Pretty good.
How's your week been?
It's been a long week. I'm tired.
No, they all. I remember last time we were talking. I think we can get right into it. You were talking about your boyfriend, and
Yeah.
stuff wasn't going as good as we hoped.
Yeah, like we kind of got a little bit better, but it's still just as aggravating. So I don't know.
What's so aggravating about it?
He's just not as motivated as I would want him to be. I just feel like what I want, he's just not doing it. And it's really aggravating that he's not giving me what I want. But it's like personal, like just in every single way.
Just frustrated.
Yeah.
From what I'm getting, just frustrated.
Yes, I really am.
All the time?
Not all the time, because like we have these moments where I feel like I'm on cloud nine and I'm in love and it's like I'm gonna get married and we're gonna have a house full of babies. And then there's other days where I'm just like, can you just shut up and like don't ever talk to me, just get out of my life, I don't need you. So I don't know.
The hot and cold.
Yeah.
What is it that gets you so frustrated specifically that he does?
He's just so laid back. It's not even laid back. It's just straight up like a mixture of laziness and stupidity.
Two for two, okay.
It's like, for instance, like he'll sit there and he'll tell me about all of these like dreams and like how he's gonna finish school and he's gonna do this and how he's gonna make it, and babe, I'm gonna buy you this and I'm gonna buy you that, and I'm just like, but yet still it's taking you this long to finish school. Like if something's that important to you, why are you just so laid back with it? You should be a lot more motivated and a lot more, to the point with it. But he doesn't agree with that, so.
You're seeing a lot of talk, a lot of promises.
Yeah, like some of them, like, I get it because like I know like, okay, school is it's not cheap and you gotta pay for it, and then like, so you can't take 5 classes to get back on track. But then it's just like, there's ways to avoid things. Like you fail a class because you don't wanna study. Well, change your work schedule so that you have more time to study. But instead he's just like, no, I don't want to do that. Like, I know what I'm doing. I got it. I'm going to do it. But then he doesn't. So, yeah.
You feel like he's weighing you down?
Yeah. You can kind of say that, in a sense.
So, with the real question for me is about you is, what are you willing to do about it? Is it an ultimatum type of situation? Would you consider confronting him about this? Telling him have you told him how you feel? Let's start there.
Yeah.
And what did he say?
He said that he understood and that he understands like why I would be so frustrated, and that he really is trying, but like I also need to understand that it's hard for him, like he's a new dad and he's working, so it's not as easy, and that like while I'm a really like school oriented person, he's not.
Yeah. Okay. So, but as you, a new mom,
Yeah.
supporting.
Yeah, so it's just like all the time I just feel like he'll come off of work and he'll be like, oh, I'm so tired, I'm gonna go to sleep, and like he'll drop asleep, but it's just like I'll come home from an 8-hour shift, wash bottles, change diapers, put her to sleep, take her to the park, grocery shop, come back home, and then put her to sleep, bathe her, put her to sleep for the night, and then be up to 1 o'clock in the morning, like literally doing homework, and get back up by 5:30 to go to work at 6 o'clock in the morning. But yet still he's too tired to like just read a chapter that's only 10 pages long. So like for me it's just like, okay, you're supposedly like this manly man, but you can't do what I'm doing, so what's up?
Yeah. So what's it gonna go to? How long before it actually, it's a good word, how long before it actually gets to a point where you're just like, I'm done?
Well, that's what it got to last week after our last talk. And I was just kind of like, I gave him I broke up with him. Okay. And so we're broken up for 2 weeks, and I was just like, I just need some time to think, because like before, like I cared about so much about losing you that I wasn't willing to walk away, but now I can walk away and I'll be fine. So, let me really think about whether or not I even want to give you another chance. And so like after that, we waited 2 weeks and we got together, we had some dinner, and we talked about it, and I told him what was my frustration with him, and then he told me what was his frustrations with me,
Of course.
which I don't know how, but
Yeah.
he had issues, and I was just like, whatever. And so, like, based on what he was saying, he was able to, like, he just got a new manager position at his job, and we were kind of able to move on from there, and we talked. And I feel like we're kind of, like, on a middle ground now. Like, I see that he's actually staying up, studying more, and stuff like that. So I feel like he just needs to be broken up with
Yeah.
to learn
Motivate
that
him.
yeah.
So that quote unquote reality check.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
feel like he just felt like, oh no, she's never gonna leave me because like we've been together for so long. Like he's been with like we were friends for 5 years before we even dated. So we have a lot of history. So I guess he was just like, no, she's never gonna leave me. So I guess finally seeing that, oh crap, like she will if I don't get my crap together.
Yeah.
It really pushed him. So
Okay. That's
your
good.
advice was right.
That's good. Well, shocking. I'm just kidding. So has it ever, as opposed to you being two premium parents, what do you think are you afraid are you concerned about his parenting skills? Because you said you come home, you put the baby to bed, you wash the bottles.
Yeah.
I'm sure from one side you're probably getting up feeding her.
Yeah.
And he goes home, kicks his boots off and goes to bed.
Yeah.
Is that an issue, his parenting skills, his participation in raising your child?
He's very involved, but because like we don't live together, so
Mhm.
like she stays and lives with me, and then like he has her like on specific days, but she doesn't sleep over at his house yet.
Right.
And that was because like I didn't trust him. Like he's the type I will be on the phone with him, and he'll be tired and fall asleep, and I'll like literally be screaming his name on the phone,
Yeah.
and he won't wake up. So I'm just like, if you're like that with me on the phone, how are you gonna be when she's like in your arms at night? Like, what if you fall asleep and you don't hear her screaming? What if you put her on the bed and she rolls off the bed and you don't hear her because you're just that tired? So, I mean, in that respect, sometimes it's just like I feel like if he's tired, like I don't want him to take care of her because I don't know where his mind is at.
Yeah.
But aside from that, like he's a great dad. Like,
Good.
he was super happy when he found out we were having kids. He wants to have more kids. Like, he's great. It's just when he's tired or not in the mood, it's just I don't know how you're gonna react or
Mhm.
what you'll do. And then our parenting views are super different because like we're both Caribbean, so like he's Bahamian and he was like born in the Bahamas, grew
From
up
the
in the
island.
Bahamas, so he's just like, oh no, you don't listen, I'm gonna beat you. And I'm just like, okay, well, I'm American born, but like Jamaican parents, and like I know both sides, and
Yeah.
I'm also a social work major, and you're not gonna touch my child. So I mean, we constantly like battle in that sense, but
I think it's always going to be the case with anything, especially a relationship.
oh yeah,
Ups and downs, positives and negatives.
yeah,
Well, I think you have some progress, but I'm happy to see you got a nice little talk and you actually confronted him.
yeah,
We talked about last week.
yeah,
Standing up for yourself a little bit.
yeah,
That's good. You could do more of it.
yeah.
Good?